Are you ready to get those hips moving and fire up your core? Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and that's exactly what we're working on in today's class. We're going to really see the connection between our hips, both strength and mobility, and how it connects back into our core. Go grab your mats and let's do this. If you happen to have some yoga blocks, if you've got a tennis or a lacrosse ball, go ahead and grab those. If not, no worries, I've got you covered and you can use your yoga mats. All right, let's get started down on our backs. You can keep your block or your ball nearby. Like, which way do I want to go? I'll go this way. And you're just getting nice and heavy on your mat. Just kind of check in with everything. Maybe you place your hands at the bottom of your rib cage. Just take a nice couple gentle breaths in and exhale, let it go. So we're going to really see in today's class how the hips and the core are connected. So combination of mobility, strengthening exercises, and it all just kind of starts with checking in, seeing how you're feeling right now. Nice, gentle breath in and then slowly let it go. Check in with the low back, check in with your mid back. Notice your neck, shoulders, base of your skull. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. And gently turn your head to look to the left and take a breath. And turn your head to look to the right and take a breath. See if there's any differences from side to side. Nice. And then bring everything back through towards center. And you're just going to let your legs rock to the right and rock towards the left. The legs go to the right and to the left. Does one side feel different than the other side? Do your shoulders want to lift? Can you keep the shoulders down on the ground? Nice, and then bring that back up to a still. And then here's where if you've got your block, you'll grab hold of your block and just place it in between your knees. And on your exhale, you can also use a pillow. On your exhale, gentle squeeze of that block. And then check in. Does your abdomen want to push out or feel pressure? Because we don't want this. When you squeeze, you want to feel this gentle lifting up. Inhale, soften, and then exhale, squeeze. When you're exhale, squeezing, blowing out those candles. Nice, gentle breaths moving in and moving out. Now you can go nice and slow, squeezing in and out. If you want to do little pulses, squeezing around that block, you can. Getting those inner thighs fired up. Nice. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Exhale, press into those feet, lift your hips, come up, squeeze that block. And then inhale, drop it back down. Exhale, squeeze and drop it down. So it's not about how high that you're going. You want to feel your glutes firing up. Lift up and back down. Using your breath. Nice work. Keep pressing into those feet. Spread your toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one. Nice job. Slowly lower everything all the way back down. And then we're going to take that block out. Right leg is going to stay bent, and you'll take the block and place the block down by that right foot. Left leg is going to lengthen out. We're going to take our right foot and place our right foot up on the block, and you can do the same thing without a block. We're going to take the right leg and rotate the right leg out to the side, and then rotate the right leg in towards the middle. Nice. Rotate the leg out, and it's all this movement is coming from your hip, rotating out and then rotating back in. Now we want to be careful that our hips aren't rotating from side to side. Use your breath, just gently rotating in and rotating out. Seeing if you feel on the front of the hip, back of your hip. Keep lengthening through that left leg. For 3, 2, nice job. Last one. Now you can continue like this, or if you want to add on, when you exhale, bring that leg in towards the middle, you can push your foot into the block, squeezing the glute, rotating onto your side, and reach those right fingertips out towards the side. Bring it back onto your back. Roll that right hip out towards the side. Bring it back in towards the middle. Exhale, push into that foot. Reach those right fingertips off towards the side. And then bring it back down. Roll onto your back. Nice job. Let the right leg roll out. Bring it in. Exhale, push. Right glute is firing. Reach those fingertips. Slide it back onto your back. Rotate the leg out towards the side. Last time, bring it in towards the middle. Exhale, push. Lift over towards that right hand side, and then slowly bring everything back down. Now maybe you have to slide. My foot was sliding, so maybe you slide that right leg back in. You're going to bend the left knee. So you can keep the left leg toe tapping down, pull the left knee in towards your chest, or left foot flat. We're going to exhale, push into the right foot, lift the hips up, and then drop it down. Exhale, press and lift. And bring it down. You can keep the leg in, toe tapping. Find what works best for you. We want the glute firing up. You don't want to feel it creeping up into your neck and into your shoulders. Use your exhale on that push, lifting those hips up and back down. Nice work. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Slowly lower everything all the way back down. And just take both legs, straighten out through both legs. Notice your left side, your right side, what's different. And then we'll take that block, slide your left leg in, and slide it as close as it'll go, and you'll meet the block with the foot. And again, you don't have to use the block. That left leg comes up on the block. And we're going to rotate the left leg out to the side, coming onto the outer edge, and then roll the foot in towards the middle. Roll to the outer edge, and bring that leg back in towards the middle. How does your left hip move compared to your right side? Woo-wee. Side is always tighter, and I always have to focus more on my glutes. So you're just seeing if you can connect little patterns like that. Roll the leg in and bring it out, but we're not rotating our pelvis. The pelvis stays facing the ceiling. It's all coming from hip rotation. Those deep hip rotator muscles attaches onto the pelvic floor, part of the core system. That's our connection with hips and core today. One of the connections. Nice. We'll go through one more time with this side. And then you can continue on with this, or if you would like to add on, the next time that left hip rotates in, exhale, push the foot into the ground and reach the left arms off to the side. Squeeze your glutes. And then roll back onto your side. Exhale, rotate the leg in, Push the foot, squeeze the glute, reach through those fingertips, and then bring it onto your back. Let the left leg fall out. Nice job. Reach through those fingertips. Come onto your back. Again, checking in. How does the left glute fire compared to your right side? What do you notice about the trunk rotation from one side to the next? Does your pelvis want to try and move, or can you keep it with those hips? Nice. We're going through one more time here. Nice. Onto your back. And then maybe you have to slide the foot back a little bit more. We're going to push into the left foot, stay on your toes, foot flat, or knee towards your chest. As we exhale, press, lift the hips, and back down. So it doesn't matter how high those hips are going. We just want the left side firing up. And it's okay if on one side it's different than what it needs on the other side. The main goal is feeling those glutes firing up. Try not to hold your breath. Exhale, push, lift up, and back down. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, nice job. Last 1. Lower everything, all the way back down. Move that block off towards the side. And then we're gonna come up to a seated position. And we're going to start with our right shin coming in front, and that left leg is going to go back behind. If you feel like you're really rounded, you could sit up on a pillow or up on one of the blocks. Keep that chest lifted. Your hands can stay down on your shins or maybe on the ground or at heart center. The whole goal is to keep the tailbone lifted the entire time, and then float, come forward. And then pull yourself, come back up. You're going to hinge, float forward, keep lifting that tailbone up, and then pull yourself, come back up. Nice. Exhale, hinge forward, and pull yourself back up. Nice. For 3, 2, legs are pressing down into the ground. Last 1. Pull yourself, come back up. We're going to take the left leg, extend your left leg out. Stay lifted through the tailbone, and we're doing the same exact thing. And it's okay if you don't move as far. I'm going to hardly move with this one, but it's fine. Keep the tailbone lifted, float, come forward. Keep pressing through that left leg, and then pull yourself back up. We don't want to round through the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, bring yourself back up. 2 more times. Exhale, float forward. Inhale, lift up. Nice. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift. Last time, hinge at those hips. And then pull yourself back up. And then we'll just switch. So bring the left shin in, right leg is going to go back behind. Think of pressing those legs down into the ground. Stay nice and lifted through the tailbone. And then we'll hinge forward as far as you can. And then pull yourself, come back up. Keep the tailbone lifted, hinge. And then come back up. Staying with your breath, moving in and out. Awesome. Last time. And that breath goes all the way down to your low back, sit bones. Inhale, come back up. You'll take your right leg, scooch your right leg out towards the side. Stay nice and lifted. Hands come in towards heart center. And you're going to hinge, float forward. And come back up. Move even less on this side. Hinge, float forward, but keep that back nice and flat. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, hinge forward. And bring it up. Hinge forward. And back up. Ooh, last time, hinge forward. And then bring it all the way back up. So we'll bring those legs in. So here's where if you do have a ball, you can grab the ball. If not, you can roll your yoga mat up for like 2 or 3 inches. And you can do the same thing without rolling the mat up or the ball as well. What we're going to do with the ball and the placement of the yoga mat, we're going to start on the right-hand side. You'll find the bone at the front of your pelvis. And then we're going to go about 3 inches behind. We're going to come down onto our right-hand side with either the yoga mat rolled up there or placing this ball here. Oh, goodness. Ooh. You can stay up on your forearm or you can lay all the way down. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we're going to take the left leg, lift your left leg, come up into a clamshell, and then slowly drop it back down. We don't want to drop back. We want to keep those hips nice and lifted. Lift that left leg and then bring it back down. Lift that left leg up. You might have to roll up or down or just find that right spot. You'll know, is that like hurt but feels good? It'll feel really good once that ball comes out. Good, lift up and drop it back down. Nice job. We're going to keep pressing into that right forearm, not sinking into your shoulder like I was just doing. Keep the shoulders stacked and use your breath. Good. We have 3, 2, last 1. So from here, I'll just show you where we're going with the ball. We're going to stay on the right-hand side. But this time we're going to keep moving the ball back behind. So it's about 1 inch or 2 below belt line and just about 1 inch or 2 out from your spine. So the yoga mat can go on, it'll be on both sides, or you can use your ball. Woo-wee, in that spot. Left leg is going to go out. And this might be enough. You might be like, okay, Melissa, I'm hanging here. This is good enough. Or you can bring your right knee in towards your chest, across your body, and out to the side. Ooh, across your body and out towards the side. Staying with that breath. Maybe you want to straighten the leg and bend the leg. Kind of find what gets into the top of those glutes. And we're not tensing or clenching. We're trying to use the breath to soften, to help release those muscles. Woo-wee. One more breath here. Nice job. And then that right leg will come down. If you've got the yoga block, you just kind of shift your weight over towards that left side. Not the yoga block, the yoga mat. If you've got the ball, move the ball over the same spot, but just on the left-hand side. Our right leg will go out straight. And then we can pull that left leg in towards us and bring it across the body and out towards the side. Ooh. Across and out to the side. Try not to let your neck and shoulder tighten up. Stay with that breath. Maybe you straighten the leg and bend. Straighten and bend. Just moving in and out. Wowzers. Does one side give you a little more whoof than the other? Nice. Last breath here. Awesome. Lower, woof, all the way back down. And then now we're rolling to the outside of that left leg. I'll just turn and face you. If you've got the yoga mat, just keep rolling onto your right side. We go 2 or 3 inches behind that bone at the front of our pelvis. Ooh. You can stay up, you can go down, you can roll the hips forward, backwards till you find the spot. Once you find it, we're gonna lift that top knee up and drop it down. Lift that top leg up and bring it back down. Nice job. Ooh. Just gotta laugh. Just gotta laugh through it. Awesome. 3, 2. Last one here. Awesome. And then come on off that ball, and we're gonna make our way, come all the way up into tabletop. So coming down onto your hands and knees, press down into those shins, lengthen out through the crown of your head, take a nice gentle breath in, and you're gonna take your right leg, send your right leg straight back behind. Press into the top of that left shin, and the right leg is gonna come out about 45 degrees. The toes keep facing the ground, the hip keeps facing the ground. On your next exhale, you're gonna start to slide the right leg in towards you, so the right hip heels towards the ceiling. So then the hip's not facing the ground anymore. And then you'll press the leg back out, the hip comes back down towards the ground. Good, slide it in. Inhale, lengthen it back out. Exhale, slide it in. And then drop it back. Now, if you wanted to add on with this, when you bring it all the way, that hip is rotating towards the sky. Maybe you float your right leg, lift it up, tap it back down, and slide it back out. Reaching through the back heel, feeling the glutes fire up. We don't want to feel this in the low back. And the left glute is where you actually might start to feel it more than that right glute. One more time. Nice job. And then we'll take the right leg, scoot that right leg forward, pressing down into the right foot. Lengthen out. We're gonna take that left hip and really tuck your left hip underneath. And think of creating this gentle C curve with your back. It doesn't matter how far you go back. We're gonna take the left hand, slide your left hand down the back of your thigh. But we're lifting through your chest, staying nice and open. So this is option 1. We're kind of heading towards our heel. So maybe you curl the back toes and you can reach down, lift that arm up and back. If you've got a yoga block, you could take the yoga block to the outside, press your hand down into that, sink the hips forward, lift up and back, or you can keep your hand up higher. So find what works best for you. Pull yourself, come back up, and then we'll twist to face the right hand side. Press those feet down into the ground, nice breath in, lengthen up, and exhale, twist. Bring it back through towards center. Left hand slides down the thigh, goes to the block, goes towards the heel. Find what works best for you. Send those hips forward. Nice breath in. And then pull yourself, come up. Twist to face that right hand side. Awesome. One more time. Bring it back through towards center. Left hand slides down to the heel, to the block. Send those hips nice, gentle back bend. Keep tucking that left hip underneath. Pull yourself, come back up. Exhale, twist to face the right hand side. Awesome. Bring everything back through towards center. Here's where you can grab one or both of your blocks. We're going to take the right foot and scoot the right foot all the way to the outer edge of your mat. Maybe the left knee scoots back a little bit more. Walk those hands out in front. And they can definitely be down on the ground as well. You're going to think of sending your hips, send your pelvis towards the blocks. You can squeeze your glutes, press it forward. Hold for a breath. And then kind of back off, send the hips back. Good. Inhale, send those hips forward. Squeeze your glutes. Left knee is going forward. We're opening up those hips. Watch your right toes. Make sure you're not curling them. And then send it back. Nice. Send those hips forward. Nice. Breath in. Exhale, press it back. Last time. Send the hips forward. Nice, gentle breath in. Open everything up. And exhale, let it go. Awesome. And then just scoot both those knees back. Hands come back down towards the ground. We're coming back into tabletop position. Pressing down into those hands. Take your left leg, send your left leg straight back behind. You're going to lift that leg up and over 45 degrees to the side. And then on your exhale, slide that left leg in. So the left hip starts to peel towards the ceiling. And then drop it back down towards the ground. Exhale, pull it in, peel the hips. Inhale, drop it back. Exhale, peel and lift. Inhale, send it back. How's the hip rotation working on this side compared to the other? That pelvis rotating up and down. Now, if you want to add on this time, maybe that left leg peels and lifts open. And then that hip drops and slides back. Rotate the hip up. Maybe the leg lifts. Drop it back down. Pelvis drops back down towards the ground. Use your breath. We'll go through one more time after this. Last one. Nice job. And then we'll take that left leg, drive your left knee in towards your chest and step that foot forward. Maybe the right knee goes back a little bit. Now, if you wanted to use the block like we did last time, you can place it to the outer edge. That right foot can be down on the ground. You can have your toes curled. We're going to really tuck the right hip underneath. And then that right hand starts to slide down that back right thigh. The arm lifts up, coming into a gentle back bend. So not pinching in the low back. It's all about length. And one side might be very different than the other. Pull yourself, come back up. Exhale, twist to face that left-hand side. On the inhale, think of lengthening up. Exhale, twist a little more. Inhale, bring it back to center. Take your right hand, slide your right hand back, finding the block, the heel, the thigh. Nice breath in. Pull yourself, come back up. Exhale, twist. Nice. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, reach it back. Send those hips forward. Nice breath in. Pull yourself, come back up. Exhale, twist. Last time through here. Nice job. Keep using your breath. Pull yourself, come back up and twist to face that left-hand side. Inhale, bring it back through towards center. Now here you can grab those blocks, one or two, or maybe you just use the ground. We'll take the left foot and scoot it all the way to the outer edge of the mat. That left leg's going forward. We scoot the hands or the blocks out in front a little bit. Uncurl those back toes, and then send those hips forward. So they might not move a whole lot, but you're kind of trying to tuck the hips underneath, sending your pelvis towards the blocks. Nice breath in. And then exhale, kind of take off a little bit, send the hips back. Pull yourself, come forward, send those hips towards the block. Nice breath in. Exhale, send it back. Nice breath in, send those hips forward. Exhale, send them back. Awesome. One more time, send those hips forward. And then send them all the way back. Scoot those hands back down. And then however you want to come up to a standing position, just make your way there, taking your time. Pressing down into those feet, spread your toes. Take a nice big breath in, lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands come down towards heart center. We're gonna take our right leg, send your right leg straight back behind. Keep pressing down into those feet. We're gonna have a slight hinge forward over that left leg. Keep broadening through the front of your chest. You can stay here and hold and fire up that left leg. Or you're going to come up onto your toes and slowly lower it down. Come up onto those toes and slowly drop it back down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, nice. Last one. Lower it back down. Your back heel drops down. Lift up and back. Reverse your warrior. We're not dropping back. That rib cage stays over your pelvis. Reach through those fingertips. Nice breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Straighten out through your left leg. Turn that left foot to face the side. Bend your right knee and sink those hips back. Option, stay right here, hinging forward over the thigh. Option 2, come up onto your right toes and lower it back down. Lifting up and drop it down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Press into the right foot, straighten out, spin everything back to face the front. Press down into those feet, sweep those arms, lift all the way up overhead. Exhale, open cactus arms. Keeping the cactus, start to hinge forward over the front thigh. Now you can toe tap or pull the right knee in towards your chest. With the right leg coming in, you can stay here, toe tapping, hand on a wall. Or adding on, take the right leg straight out to the side and bring it back into center. Exhale, bring it out and in towards center. So squeezing the shoulder blades, stay open through the front of the chest. Press into that left foot. We're not leaning back. We're staying over the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. Both feet come back down. Sweep those arms, lift all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Pressing down into those feet. Nice breath in. Exhale, take your left leg, send your left leg back. Squaring off those hips, slight hinge forward so you can stay here. Or if you wanted to add on, lifting up and down onto those toes. So you want to be careful you're not rolling to that outer edge of your foot. Equal weight throughout that whole forefoot. Left heel driving down to the ground, squeezing those glutes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Back heel is going to spin down. Lengthen through the front thigh, lift up and back, reverse your warrior. Let that left ear go to your left shoulder. Reach through those fingertips. Take a really nice big breath in. Then exhale, let it go. Awesome. Take another nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, pull yourself, come back up, straighten the right leg. You're going to bend that left knee, send those hips back. Option, staying here, working in the inner thigh, feeling the core, hold yourself up. Or if you wanted to add on, come up onto the toes and drop it back down. Lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, shaky shake on the side. Last one. Press into that left leg, spin everything back to face the front. Inhale, lift those arms, come up overhead. Open up, cactus arms, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Nice breath in. And then exhale, start to hinge forward over the right leg. Take off, toe tap, knee to your chest, hand on the wall. And then we're gonna take the left leg, bring it straight out to the side and back in towards center. Drive it straight out and center. If it's down, we're rotating out and in. Use your breath, squeeze those shoulder blades for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Take your left leg, step your left leg back. Bring those hands down towards the ground. Right leg steps back. So you can come into plank on your toes, plank down on those knees. Slowly lower everything all the way down. Inhale, pull yourself forward. Open up through the front of your chest, baby cobra. And then option child's pose, or you can come into down dog. Take a nice big breath in. Sink those hips from side to side. Exhale, let it go. Awesome. Take one more breath in. And then when you're ready, pull yourself, come forward. If you've got a block or a pillow, go ahead and grab that. And just come to a comfortable seated position. Thinking of lengthening up through the crown of your head. Take a nice breath in and just check in. Check in with your low back, your mid back, up into your neck and your shoulders. Float those arms, lift up overhead. And we're going to exhale, twist to face the left-hand side. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift those arms, come back up through towards center. Exhale, twist to face the other side. Nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bring everything back through towards center. We'll take a nice big breath, lift those arms up overhead. Open, come into cactus arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Round everything out, tap those forearms in front. Inhale, lift open. Exhale, tap round in front. And just keep checking in how the hips are moving, how they feel after class. That connection with the core. One more time. Tap those forearms in front. Inhale, open it up. Nice. Sweep those arms one last time. Reach all the way up overhead. Nice big cleansing breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Thanking your body for your practice. Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.